What's up, everybody? Good evening. Good day, I should say. Good day? No, that's Australia. Anyway, welcome to Auckland, as it says boldly and plainly on the jet bridges. Welcome to Auckland, New Zealand, in the Phoenix A320. Beautiful. Air New Zealand. New Zealand 1202 is going to be departing soon. On our way to Queenstown. So anyway, who's here? Anon, what's going on? Guitars? Yeah, man. Hey, King. Yeah, you know what? I did not. We were chatting real quick on Discord. I did not pick up the payware, the flight beam Auckland. I didn't. If it was maybe bundled with something else that I wanted, or if it actually is bundled with Wellington. Anyway, Kia Ora, right? Exactly. Anyway, yeah, so this should be fun. Bombasso, what's going on? Are you splitting time, Bombasso, or are all of you guys splitting screens and splitting time? I know Shaq is streaming too. But anyway, what's going on? How is everything? How is the expanded family? Hope everything's going well, man. Cool. Yeah. So this should be a fun one. We'll get the airplane powered on, and we'll do just the startup, and then get the passengers boarding. We'll use GSX, I guess, for the passenger boarding. I'm not going to mess around with it for the fuel, but let's actually go ahead and start that, because that takes a little while with the GSX. And get people on board. It's going to tell me the gate is too small. Oh, no, it didn't. Awesome. All right, let's request boarding. So I'm not going to, let's assume that we already have catering on board, and we'll fuel ourselves. Self-service here in Auckland. So let's request boarding.
Requested.
Cool. Eli, what's going on? Welcome. How you doing? Bombassa, the first officer's doing amazing, bro. That's awesome, man. The first officer. Captain. Soon. Kids end up being captain pretty quickly. Training captain, eventually. Anon, you got quad screens going. You got Shaq on one screen, this on one screen. What's on the other two? Maybe we don't want to know. I don't know. Oh, VR Shaq, YouTube vids, and a set of Corsa multiplayer. Man, that is multitasking. Holy cow. Richie, what's going on? How you doing? Evening to you too. I know you're working. Hopefully, yes, absolutely want to board the crew. Let's board everybody. I know you're working. Hopefully, work is going well. Eli, how am I? I'm doing awesome. Hope you're doing well too. All right, let's see. Well, I'll go ahead and get this thing powered on. See how many mistakes I can make in this aircraft. I actually did a test flight in this airplane last night, and I got, even with this, to me, very challenging approach, I ended up with like a 221 foot per minute landing. So I was really proud of myself. Oh man. Anon, you're in a lobby, so you can chat. Yeah, never chat and drive, even in a Assetto Corsa, no doubt, man. Micah, what's going on? How you doing? Good to see you. Richie, push a few buttons. What's the worst that could happen? Exactly. We're in an Airbus. So what is the worst that can happen? Nothing. We're on VATSIM too, by the way. I'm assuming we don't have any. ATC on board, but I didn't know if anybody wanted to kind of come along for the ride, so I went ahead and that's my side stick giving me a fault there, but that's no problem. I'm also using, I've got FSLTL going too, so we should get some traffic, be it VATSIM or FSLT or both, which can get confusing. So if it gets too confusing, I'll just turn it off. Oh, Reggie, you met your overnight work. Oh, I thought you were talking about the Airbus, which would make sense too. All right, so let's see what we're doing here. Seems like we've been in a flavor of an Airbus a lot recently. I think this would be the third stream in a row in an Airbus. Now we did the 319 for the last two. So this is the first time in the Phoenix in a long time.
Your crew has boarded.
which is kind of cool.
Passengers boarding starting.
I'm happy to be back in the Phoenix. This is a great aircraft. I forgot how awesome it is. Until I did just a test flight last night, and I was like, oh man, I could just fly this thing exclusively. And I'm gonna jinx it, but for some reason, like the performance is really good. Like there were no stutters, and I don't really see any major stutters right now. So I'm pretty happy about that too. Flight number, we are Air New Zealand 1202. And I think the call sign is just New Zealand, right? New Zealand 1202 is how we should announce ourselves. Altitude for Le Cruz 360. Boom. Awesome. Flight plan in. No, wasn't that the Dr. Pepper slogan? What was the Dr. Pepper slogan? I forget. I was never a big fan of Dr. Pepper. Both, yeah. MG King Phoenix is your favorite. I can see why. Richie, it's your daily slogan. What's the worst that could happen? Is that the Dr. Pepper slogan? It's New Zealand. I looked it up on FlightAware. So it's definitely New Zealand. We're New Zealand 1202. You can hear the passengers boarding back there. Thank you, GSX. Back in my love-hate relationship with GSX has swayed firmly in the love category. I love it. If only for the passenger boarding and the pushback. I could do without the refueling, to be honest with you. It takes too long. 05, right. We're going on the Pagla 3 Quebec. This whole flight is just scenic. This is going to be really good. I'm going to have to really force myself to pay attention to what we're doing. Okay, to KAPAI. Let's insert that. And then in Queenstown, it's going to be the ELRUV 4 Bravo. And I couldn't get decent weather for Queenstown, so I actually found just like a local weather report, and it looks like the winds are favoring 2-3. I can't get any METARs. If you guys get any METARs, I don't know. Let me know. It was Dr. Pepper. What's the worst that can happen? That's a great slogan. Big Cat, what's up? How you doing? What's the worst that can... I can't picture the tune, though, guys. Yeah, I don't know. But if anybody can get a METAR for Queenstown, that'd be great, because I can't find one. Like I said, I just pulled the local weather. All right, so the approach is the... this is fun. It is the Arnav Zulu 2-3. And it is the ELRUV 4 Bravo. I think I just passed it. Wait till you see this. I don't know if you all have ever flown this one. And we'll take the iniScene. And I'll show you why. Actually, let's take a look at... I'm going to make this a little... I'm going to put it right up to my face so you can see. Here is the ELRUV 4 Bravo. So nothing terrible, except look at all the terrain. No big deal. ELRUV, Pampu, Evox, at keel. And here is the RNP Zulu AR approach. So it starts out up here, and then it pretty much winds its way down through these mountain canyons here. And here's where it gets really fun. It actually takes you kind of into this canyon, and then the runway's a little bit offset. You have to almost clip your left wing against this terrain over here to get lined up with the runway. So we'll come in here and kind of make a big old S-turn. This is really cool. I've been looking forward to this. So anyway, that was the right via. It's AQL. Insert that. Let's make sure that looks good. Phoenix is gonna fly it like a champ. Yeah, I think that's right. I have absolute faith in the Phoenix's ability to just pretty much fly it the whole way down, which is pretty good for me, because you've seen my landings recently. Like I said last night, I think it was 221, something like that. It was really good. Wait till we watch this. Here we're on to the arrival now, and look at this. It's just a snaking S-turn all the way through the terrain. We'll probably have to inhibit the jip whiz. Look at that. That is just... It's freaking epic. Pardon my mild oath, but that is insane. And I can't wait. Okay, cool. Richie, that beats the Innisbrook approach. Yeah, I just discovered it. You know what happened is I got the Queenstown iniScene Queenstown Airport as part of a package deal. Like I had never intended to buy it, but I got it for free. So I figured, well, let's fly into it. And I didn't even look at the approach plates before I planned this stream. And then I looked at the approach and I was like, oh my god, this is insane. Big Cat, yeah, exactly. Richie, just like Baker's Canyon back home, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Jared, did I see a Sam Chui video this week where he rode jump on that? No. Oh, I gotta watch that. No, that'd be awesome to see it in real life. I gotta compare. This then, like what we see in VR with his video. That's awesome. Big Cat, that's up there with Paro. I think it might be up there with Paro, and you'll see. It's pretty crazy. All right, let's get the Phoenix loaded up, and what we can do, since we'll just go real time here. I'm sorry, instant time, because what do you call it? GSX took care of everything for us with the passenger boarding. We don't need to do real time or fast. Cool. So let's go to our init B. I think I planned off blocks at like 7:30, so we got lots of time. But I'm not trying to take time here, but 70, okay, so 7.2 tons of gas, and then zero fuel weight is 55.8, 31.8, 55.8, 31.8. Cool. So that's all in. Oh, the TAF. Okay, so you got the TAF. Yeah, see here, this TAF I think is even. Okay, so as of 2300, 250 at 10. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, hold on, becoming. And then at 080, no, okay, so we should be good. 250 at 10. The local weather I got, and I wrote it down on the OFP. Hold on, let me pull this up. The local weather that I pulled said 270 at 10, QNH 1017, 22 degrees. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't want a whole lot of a tailwind on this one either, folks. Let's get our performance numbers in. How do we do that? We go here. Actually, you know what? Everybody's on board. We got fuel on board, so let's go ahead and turn this on, turn that on. The APU started up. Get it ready to get out of here at least before we get too far into it. So real time, because it's daytime. It's oh my gosh, I guess it's like 12 hours ahead of what it is here. And I did share it. Well, yeah, I will. It wasn't giving it before. It was just saying no METAR available. It gave the TAF. This happened last night too, so I don't know what's going on there. Let's go ahead and get our takeoff performance. Jaden, what's going on? Good to see you. Eli said you want to know if VATSIM is worth it for a new player. You just picked up Navigraph, but as a new player, should you get on VATSIM? Yeah, I think, you know, learn the procedures and learn your aircraft, and then maybe go in as an observer and just kind of check it out. But yeah, go for it. You know, don't go into it. My recommendation, I mean, do what you want, but my recommendation, don't go into like a busy event the first time. I mean, it kind of goes without saying, you know, but yeah, go for it. VATSIM's fun. And, you know, if you pick a smaller event or you know, go to a smaller airport, you know, it's actually, you know, the controllers are nice people. They'll work with you. So 1020, let's go ahead and just set our altimeter now. Oh, should we do a full toga takeoff? You guys tell me, what do you think? Toga, or should we flex it? I don't know. Yeah, Phoenix McDo does weather requests as well. I think they're linked. I mean, here, before you guys tell me if you want toga or flex. But while we wait, I will go here and I'll check again, but it really wasn't. So that's our departure, 10:22. We already got that. Here's our arrival. Yeah, no METAR available. It does give up the TAF, which is nice. I think there's just something wrong with this station. I think I couldn't find it online either. I think there's just something wrong. The station isn't reporting for some reason. So, you know, it's okay. It's only a really challenging approach. You know, what do we need to know the winds for, or the QNH, or any of that stuff? All right, what are you guys saying here? Jaden, yes. Toga. Micah, they may give me a sidestep. If they give me a sidestep, it's going to be into the side of a mountain, because there's only one runway, and on either side of it, there's some nasty terrain. And do whatever the performance requires. That's the beauty of the Phoenix. Yeah, I mean, I can... Well, it lets you pick, force Toga or not. But somebody said Toga. Jaden said Toga, 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 and then Streamlabs busted you. Rahul going to be flying the same route as well, probably a round trip. Awesome, man. Awesome. All right, let's do full Toga. Force Toga. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? We didn't come here to not just do a full Toga takeoff. 128, 134, 137. 128, 134, 137. Flaps 1, full Toga. No flex. I sound like V1. 128, 134, 137. Cool. That's all in. That's the beauty of the Phoenix, exactly. Cherry Shirt's only a statute mile and 500 vertical visibility. I don't think that's true, but that's funny. If that's true, then this will be real fun, because that's way below minimums. Packs off full power now. We'll leave packs on. MG King, what's the message in the eCam? Oh, that's my side stick. We can disregard it. It's just saying I need to calibrate the null zones on my side stick, so we'll get that out of here, so we don't have to look at it. What message on the eCam? What are you talking about? Verdun the Great, what's all this then? Exactly. Let's get the bleeds on. Sorry about that, passengers. I'm sure you're very uncomfortable. Cool. Well, let's get out of here. It is, we're 10 minutes early here. Air New Zealand, we pride ourselves on not only on-time departures, but early departures to get you to your sunny destinations, sunny mountainous destinations, as soon as possible. Cool. All right, I think there's some things we need to do in the Phoenix. Phoenix and GSX work well together. I haven't used the... So chocks and cones go away. I haven't used GSX and Phoenix because I haven't used the Phoenix in a while. External power can come off because we do have the APU been running, right? Yeah, we do. Cool. We got a bunch of messages. Hang on a second, folks. Let's deal with our company here for a second here. AOC menu, received messages. It's just going to be our load sheet. Yes, we accept it. Whatever it is. Cool. Awesome. We don't need you. And we don't need you anymore. So let's call GSX and tell it to start our pushback. Prepare for pushback and departure, please. You quit ACC to load up the sim for live weather. The sacrifices you make for the channel. Oh man, don't quit ACC. I love Assetto Corsa. It's epic in VR.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
10%. You want your 10%. 10% of nothing is still nothing, Anon. I hate to tell you, my friend. So let's look at the departure real quick. I think we can just go up to 360. We don't have any ATC online, so... and as far as I know, there are no top restrictions. It's given by ATC.
Departure checks completed. Bypass been inserted.
Yeah, we'll just go all the way up here. I like how the GSX voices are localized. I mean, it changes, so they have a New Zealand accent. Oh, not bad. Not that high. Go back. Do less. 360. Cool. Okay, so we want 05 right. Somebody tell me where 05 left is, by the way. Unless there's something that I'm not seeing. There's 23 left and 05 right, but there's no left. Anyway, we want the tail to the right. Nose left.
Lock in gear.
Cherry, weather conditions right now. Clear clouds. 10%. 10% wind. What the heck does that mean? Okay. 304 at 4. Okay, well that favors 2-3 then. Okay, awesome. 1016 on the altimeter. Awesome. Helga, what is going on? How you doing? Good to see you. This should be a fun one. We're going up. Oh, let's go outside.
Release parking brakes.
No, too late. By the way, just check out the. This is just a default airport, but check out the scenery. I mean, it's amazing. All right. Sorry, we gotta listen to this. Gotta listen to this guy.
Release parking brakes.
Hang on, you were never good with numbers. For most of the guys you fly with skip ATC, you're flying just for fun. There's only one.
Release parking brakes, please.
I was saying please. Okay. All right. Let's do that. That all looks good. Beacon on. And let's go.
Release parking brakes, commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Let's do it. I'll start number 2. Let's go outside. I like this livery too. I don't know why. It's just the 4K one, because honestly 8K doesn't do anything for me in VR, but there we go. Handling by Swissport. We got some traffic. I don't know if that's FSLTL or what, but pretty cool. Beautiful. Let you all enjoy this. Well, I enjoy that. Sparkling water, because it is a Wednesday night. Though for some reason it feels like a Friday. My daughter is out of school now for 2 days because it's the end of the quarter. So she has a friend over and they're having a big old party. As big of a party as 12-year-olds can have. Cool. Let's start number 1.
Please set parking brakes.
So polite.
Confirmation for a good engine start.
They say, please set parking brakes. I love it. Hang on. How'd you get that? 2607? Oh, I hope that holds. Okay. Variable between 230 and 290. That's fine. 41 kilometers. I'm not sure what that means. Temperature 23. And QNH is 1016. I should write that down. I should absolutely write that down. Hold on. Let's write that down on our little scratch pad here. Look at this. So let's just say it's 260, and obviously this will change in a couple of hours, but temperature's 23, and it's 1016. So if we can't get anything more current in the meantime, we'll go with that. So thank you. That's awesome. Visibility. Oh, okay, that's the visibility. 41 kilometers. Very nice. I don't know what that is in miles. I don't know either. I have no clue. Cool. Looks like 2 good engine starts to me. Very good. We're ready to go. And what are we? Oh, we gotta tell them that we had 2 good engine starts. Thank you. Get rid of GSX. We'll be done with them for a while.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start.
All right.
You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
1.6. Oh, 1.16. Nautical mile is 1.16 statute miles. How many kilometers? Justice, what's going on? How you doing? How are you doing, my friend? Let's pull up our taxi diagram. See, look at this. I came prepared today. It's all loaded up on this amazing EFB in the Phoenix. I actually like this EFB. I mean, I love the all-in-one tablet, but I like how it is all right in front of me, like really close to my face. We'll pull up the departure there and wait for them to clear out, and then we can make some radio calls.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Let's go ahead and turn our transponder on because we're on
Left is clear.
VATSIM.
Right is clear.
Turn on our weather radar. Oops, there we go. Turn up the lighting a little bit. It seems kind of dim. I don't know. There we go. Taxi light on. I believe we're ready for flight controls check. So full left, center, full right, center, full forward, center. It tells me my null zones aren't calibrated. Get your null zones right here, Phoenix. Until I have a terrible landing because my null zones aren't calibrated. The flight controls test is complete, and we'll just go ahead and do the takeoff config, and we're good to go. Kilometers is 8/5 of a mile an hour. 8/5, man. All right, you guys in your fractions. All right, what are we going to use here? What is this? Bravo? Well, I guess we're on Bravo. Auckland traffic. New Zealand 1202 is going to be taxiing 05 right on Bravo. Auckland. I don't know which of these traffics is FSLTL and which of these traffics is VATSIM. So we'll just make radio calls like they're all VATSIM. Let's turn our laser pointer off. Awesome. It feels so good to be back in this airplane, by the way. I don't know. Trim is set? Yeah, it sets itself. It's an Airbus, right? Oh. I've never messed with the trim in the Airbus. It just sort of sets itself. I thought. I don't know. Cherry, they optimized the EFB for VR. They did. They made it bigger. When you're in VR mode, it knows it, like the Phoenix knows, and it automatically gives you the big, what do you call it, EFB. Whoops, wrong way. Taxiing a little bit off center line there, aren't we? Yeah, the default airport isn't terrible. I mean, it's just, it's a flat airport to begin with. The flight beam one, though, looks really, really good. I was really close to getting it. I mean, like, super close. Then I didn't. We're sitting up a little bit high. I found that affects my landings, too, if we sit up the wrong way. We'll just take this all the way to Mike and then go on to Alpha. I see traffic off in the distance there. Ooh, what's that? It's a 7-4. What airline is that? Does anyone know? The big bird on the side? It's beautiful. Holy cow. FSLTL is so good. I heard that Just Flight is like doing some, I guess, final performance testing on their traffic injector. Oh, Cathay Pacific. Duh. Jeez. Somebody out there departing. Better go back inside. Don't you have to set 2 up or whatever? I never do. I don't know. I never do. It's set right now. It's set 0.1 up. So I think we're okay. I never do that. Auckland traffic, New Zealand 1202, taxiing 05 right, now via Alpha, New Zealand, or Auckland. New Zealand. Listen to this guy, Mr. Geography over here. Mr. Maths and Mr. Geography. What's this? What do we got? Probably, let me guess, Air New Zealand. I think in real life the airport even has Air New Zealand written all over it, like on the outside, like sponsored by Air New Zealand. Bye. Enjoy your flight. Happy landings. Once you go full, oh yeah, you like that, like the one that actually reads in from, where does it get its info? Is it flight radar? Big Cat, yeah. For no knots to miles an hour is 1.16. You guys are still doing math. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm like, look at that. That looks, the water looks a little high. Just saying. Looks like we got some traffic on final. So maybe we'll go ahead and wait for that traffic to come in. That's kind of, this is kind of cool. A lot of times with FSLTL, I don't get landing traffic. But here I saw it. Where is it? Hold on. There it is. Yeah, there's traffic coming in. Looks like it's on a fairly... Yeah, it's on like a 2.5 mile final. I think we'll wait. Real traffic injector, something about real-time exact to real life. Yeah, you said, Big Cat, that you can pretty much sit there and plane spot with it, which is awesome. FSLTL is pretty good for free, to be honest with you. Although, I guess your traffic injector works with FSLTL. Where did that traffic go? Oh, this could take forever. We should have just gone. Now I don't see them. That's the thing, if it's FSLTL and we're waiting for it, that's kind of lame. We're on Unicom. I'd imagine that's an FSLTL aircraft. What do you guys think? Anon, you're always waiting for landing traffic. Your first flight out of DCA, you had to hold it short for 6 arrivals. You could turn it off though. I think it did actually, Anon. There was an update that I took very recently. I think one of the release notes was that it does sync up with Flight Radar 24. Oh, there's 2 now? Alright, you know what we can do? To just... I think you can do this. You can say, remove nearby traffic. Although I don't want to do that. Tell you what, after this one lands, then we'll go. Although it seems like it's on an endless final. You see it? No, that's pretty short final at this point. We'll just wait. There's no VATSIM traffic. All right, we're going. Let's go for it then. All right. We tried to be professional about the whole thing, but oh well. Auckland traffic, New Zealand 1202 is departing 05 right, Auckland. All right, so much for realism, folks. That's gonna scare the crap out of me when that plane lands right on top of us. I think they just disappeared anyway, right? I don't see them anymore. All right, we'll clear right, clear left. 05 right. All right. It's a full toga takeoff. Let's do it on the roll too. Let's use up as much runway as possible as we're rolling. That's real professional. Let's go. Mantoga SRS runway climb nav or blue, auto thrust is blue, light forward pressure. It's windy here, but it's right down the runway. Goes 80 knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate, you're up. I'm gonna click the autopilot on is probably pretty soon, although we do need to maintain 210 knots, I believe. Yeah, max 210 knots until we make that turn, so we can leave the slats out, I guess, so we don't what am I trying to say, folks? Get too slow. Nicholas, thank you for the sub, man. Welcome to the channel. Glad you're enjoying the content. And I need to get back on these flight directors here. You know what we should do is this. And let Airbus just handle things. And aren't we going to 360? There we go. I think I'm going to leave the slats out. Like I said, because we are... yeah, 360. To maintain 210 knots until we make that turn. V1, rotate positive regular. Thank you, sir. Thank you, First Officer Anon VATSIM. Yeah, because 210, I think, is pretty close to green dot speed. I don't know. What do you think now? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I just don't want it to yell at me. I think we leave the slats out, folks. Cool. Thrust, climb, nav, all green, alt, blue, 360 is set. No, I think we can pull them in, right? Let's pull in the slats. Oh, we're right at green dot speed, though. That's nervy. Let's go outside. Hopefully we don't crash. Beautiful. Oh, man. Traffic off there. In the turn. Should probably get back inside because we're going to lose speed in the turn, right? Oop. Yeah, look at that. There's a good view. There it is. Oh, man. Bank angle. I don't like that. I don't like being this slow in a turn like that under the green dot. I think we should have left the slats out. Oh well. I think we can start speeding up pretty soon here. Obviously, as you lose the vertical component of lift in the turn, your stall speed increases. Anyway. 210 clean all day. Okay. I don't know why, Big Cat. It makes me nervous. I mean, it's a sim, so how nervous can it make you? But yeah, I don't know. Man, that is freaking. Again, pardon my French, but that is just really good. Man. You know what I did? And I'm gonna jinx the heck out of myself. I did a couple things based on a video that I watched from Q8 Pilot. I don't watch a lot of Q8 Pilot. He's good, but I just, for some reason, I just don't have time to watch every streamer. Maybe I read it on... hang on. 13,000 is transition altitude. Maybe I read it on like Flight Simulator's forum or something. One of the things he said to do, and don't do this without consulting your manual or whatever. I cleared out the NVIDIA cache, the DX and the GL cache. That's 10,000 feet, and I think it made a difference because usually in the Phoenix, things are not as smooth, especially on a stream and especially on VATSIM. Now, granted, there's not a lot of traffic, but it's pretty smooth. Anyway. What's on the flap speed label? Uh, 220. So we should have been fine. Oh no, that's wrong. Yeah. 230, but that's for extension. I think. I don't know. We were fine. Like Big Cat said. Fruit and the Great Stewardess, you're gonna need a drink. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sorry back there. I guess we can go back in the cabin. Oh, I think this is the aircraft in which we almost, well, we did crash because we did a cabin tour and I was messing around and I jostled the side stick and turned the autopilot off, and we lost everybody on board and a beautiful A320. So maybe we won't do a cabin tour. There's nothing to see back there anyway. Mike, but why does the stall chance increase when you're in a turn? Standard. And how much does it increase when you are in, let's say, a 60-degree bank? Somebody tell me that. Big Cat, you did the Q8 Pilot stuff also. Yeah, I didn't mess with the NVIDIA settings because, to be honest, I'm pretty happy with my NVIDIA settings, I think, and maybe I will tweak it a little bit just to see what happens. But it was right before a stream, and I didn't feel like messing with it too much. But deleting the cache, I swear, it helped. Turn the seatbelt sign off. Smooth up here. So we can pull up our map too. Let's do that. We got our Sid over here, and it's going to end at KAPAI. Let's pull up our map so that I know where we're going, because I don't know this part of the world. Oops. So we go over this little stretch of water for a while, and then we I picked this route. The route it wanted me to take was pretty much over the ocean, but I picked a different route that kind of takes us over the land a little more, so we can see the rugged terrain of New Zealand, the South Island, I guess they call it. I don't know a lot about New Zealand. Sorry, I missed. South End Gamer, what is going on? I thought I saw you. Sorry, Mr. Hello. Hello. All right. Rude and the Great, stream is really smooth for VR. Do I know what frame rate I'm getting? You know, it's funny, I really don't. I don't have a frame... Unless I'm tweaking stuff, I don't have a frame rate counter up and in front of me. So I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you. I'm going to assume it's some derivative of my refresh rate, which is 72. So hopefully it's at 36, which makes things really smooth. So yeah, I couldn't tell you. Vern, you're going to turn the res up and see what happens? Go for it. What's the worst that can happen? It gets choppy and you turn it back down. Aeon, are there any aircraft we haven't crashed? I mean, did we really crash the CJ4? The Citation? I don't know. Did we crash that, or did we just scrape the trees with it? Or was that the CRJ? I don't think we crashed. Well, we crashed the Arrow. But that was because we were like extreme test piloting the Arrow. We were trying to make it stall and then eventually spin, so just due to unrecoverable full aft trim, full nose up trim, we were unable to recover from the eventual stall spin. But I don't know. Did we crash the 319? I don't think we crashed the 319. We only flew it twice. I don't know. I gotta look back. Let's see. Verdant's running absolutely perfect at 1080p 60 hertz. Awesome. Are you talking about the stream or your sim? And hopefully, more importantly, hopefully your sim is running that smooth. But if the stream is running that smooth for you all at 1080p 60 FPS, that's awesome too. Because that's what I have it set to. I've got Streamlabs set to exactly that. So that's good stuff. Let's see. Sorry. There's a guy in Shaq's stream from New Zealand. Oh, awesome. Where's he going? I think London to, was it Heathrow? Oh, checking out the new, like the updates to Heathrow, which I want to do too. Because I took those updates too. The iniScene Heathrow. So check that out and then go into, was it Bergen? Hopefully he'll still be streaming when I'm done, because I want to go check out. Not that I think, you know, he was joking around in Discord, like, you know, that we're stepping on each other. I mean, honestly, nobody's stepping on anybody. I mean, we just I think he and I are similar in the kind of stream when we got time. Micah, probably you too. So nobody's stepping on each other, but it would be nice to actually watch a full one of his streams again, because they're a lot of fun. You were correct to change the route. If I read the charts, yeah, I think scrape the trees is a crash. Yeah, well, especially since we have damage off. So yeah, if we had crash damage on, like how we started the channel, we would have had way more funny clips. I'll turn it back on if you guys want. I turned it off at the recommendation of the viewers. If you guys want it back on, it can go right back on. Yeah. Oh, Bergen. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was Bergen. I was right. Okay, cool. Oops. Yeah, that'd be cool to see. This is pretty nice too. I'm just hoping we don't get too much cloud cover, because the terrain is really beautiful and it is stunning in VR. It is just stunning. I'm trying to put you guys up here a little bit more. We're in an area. Oh, you know what? Here, look. We'll flood our tray table and put chat right on top of the tray table. How about that? Are you talking about the stream? Oh, cool. You got fiber optic gig, your sim
looks like this in the G2. Cool. That's awesome. That's good news then. That's telling me that one, Streamlabs is doing what it needs to be doing, and two, you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, because I'm seeing perfectly smooth, with no stutters in the Phoenix. So maybe clearing out that cache helped. I don't know. Now, there's not a lot around here in terms of probably objects to load, so my CPU is probably not as hammered. But I don't know. Nice approach. I love how I can scroll in this NFS desktop. I love how I can just have you guys here like you're my dinner. Micah, you stream when you feel mentally up for it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, me too. That's why scheduling a stream sometimes for me is like, oh man, like, am I going to be tired? Although I don't get tired that often. Just that one time, there was that one stream that was miserable. I was like, why did I do this, guys? And it wasn't the one where I spent 12 hours in the ER with a family member. I was actually looking forward to that stream this past Friday. I was like, no, I need to stream. I gotta do it. I forget what stream that was, though. I just felt dead. Anyway. I have the autopilot on. Yes? Wait. Oh, you're you're talking to KW. I thought you were talking to me for a second. Sorry. It's not all about me. Beautiful approach in a Bergen. Cool. South India, imagine a headset's exact replica of what an actual aircraft cabin is like in real life. It's pretty close. Actually, I think this is feels a little bigger than what I think this would feel like in real life in this aircraft, but they're all different, to be honest with you, South End Gamer. Oh, KW Airlines is asking why the approach button doesn't turn on. What kind of, I mean, are you flying an ILS or an RNAV? I mean, it depends. There's a lot of variables there. Vruden, great, working very well tonight. Yeah, I agree. I think maybe the cache trick worked. So Q8 pilot, thank you. Go check out that stream he did. Or I don't think it was a stream. I think it was just a video. Anon, you would stream daily if you had the net speed. I know you would, man. And you would stream from that seat right there, because I've seen your work, and it is fantastic from the right seat. HD Perth, what's going on? Good day from Perth, Western Australia. How you doing? Good to see you. Good day to you too, sir. Good day. Thanks for hanging out. We are to my directions are all messed up. We're to the east of you here. Flying from Auckland to Queenstown. We got to do some flying in Australia. I haven't done. I'm not sure if I've ever done a stream. I used to. When I used to stay up way too late, like into the wee hours of the morning, I would get really great ATC, VATSIM ATC coverage, and do like Sydney to like Melbourne and stuff like that as Qantas 738. I think that was even in the Zibo days. KW Airlines RNAV. I'm not sure. You need to arm approach. What aircraft are you flying? Sorry, just checking the. Should probably not have you blocking the displays, but here we are. We're almost about to level off. It's so nice to have. I still never figured out what happened with VNAV in that Horizon Sim. I got to do another. Maybe I'll do it off the stream just to see if I can get VNAV to work properly. But anyway, Big Kit, that's a good point. You can use world scale. I think you can do that in OpenXR Toolkit too. Good point. For the great, you love watching people that build a whole cockpit. Yeah, like the people that build like a 7.3 flight deck, and then all you do is pop on VR headset, and you have pretty much any flight deck that you want to pop into. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's cool that people do that. I mean, I'm not gonna, that's their hobby. That's awesome, but that's not for me. That's a great question. Anon says, full flight sim cockpit or VR? That's a good point. Helga says, Perth is amazing. You're sub pulled into HMS Fremantle. Awesome. I didn't know you were
a Submariner Helga. That is, man, that's awesome. Or maybe you mentioned that. I'm sorry if I forgot, but that's incredible. And thank you for your service. That's amazing. Yeah, Anon, exactly. The full flight deck's going to be more realistic, but then you're kind of pigeonholing yourself to one aircraft, unless you have gobs of money and can build multiple multiple cockpits and flight decks. Let's take an outside view real quick. Yeah, outside view. Yeah, so there's not a lot to see quite yet, which is why I picked that other route that will take us over the coast and then the land. I think there's a cool volcano or something. I don't know. I guess it's maybe an old volcano. I don't know. Maybe it's active, but you can see it there. I guess it's going to be off far, like 11 o'clock, right over there. That's pretty cool. I hope these this overcast looking layer here doesn't get in our way. That would, maybe we'll have to turn off. No, I'm not turning off live weather. Not doing it. Not doing it. VR allows for all the planes. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to spend money and buy. I mean, heck yeah. KW, you're in the fly-by-wire 320 Neo. Yeah, I don't think you need an arm approach for an RNAV. You should be fine. You should get, you'll see it on this approach because we're flying an RNAV. You'll get like VDEV, vertical deviation, and then you'll get, what is it? There's an enunciator. You'll get final app, and then when you're on the final approach on an RNAV, it'll say final on your FMA. So yeah, you don't need I'm pretty sure you don't need an arm approach. I did an arm approach. You do need to dial your altitude down, though. You need to, if you're going to use VNAV to get to the final approach on the RNAV approach, then you're going to need to dial your altitude down to get you there. Maybe that's the issue. Big Cat, unless it's a modular cockpit. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, and yeah, Big Cat, exactly. I mean, we kind of doubled down with the 319, but that's just because it was new, and honestly, I wanted redemption from the terrible landing. And ended up with an even worse landing. But we flew that one twice, but that's just because, like I said, I just, kind of wanted redemption. But yeah, I don't like to fly the same thing twice either. Yeah, we do. We have a decent amount until we get to South Island. Exactly. I mean, there wasn't a route, like not a published route, but a popular or ATC approved route that kind of went down this way. I guess we could have cheated, but that's all right. We'll get, hopefully if this weather breaks, we'll get lots of views as we kind of make landfall here and then head down. I mean, this is all mountainous in here. And then when we get close to the airport, when we get close to Queenstown, you'll see it. It's just canyons and valleys. You do arm approach. Oh, you do? Oh, okay. Well, there you go. MG King got you there. All right. Eli, this is stunning. You wish you could make your MSFS look this good? I mean, what you might be able to. It's just a matter of tweaking the settings, to be honest with you. Yeah, sorry about that, KW. I guess I was completely mistaken. You do arm approach to get final app. You'll get VDEV and the LDEV, but not final app. Yeah, MG King is right on. MG King, then you don't need to set the altitude manually, but I think you arm it. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. In the Airbus, it's a 7.3 is different. In the Airbus, you have to arm it. I mean, or rather, it will only take over once you get to the FAF. Is that correct? Like if you arm approach, it's like I guess like an ILS sort of. It will begin to descend you on final app when you get to the FAF, which in this case is LARAV. Like LARAV is here. It won't do anything for you until you get there, right? So if you dial in 3,300 feet to get you here, an arm approach before the FAF, then final app will take you down the rest of the way. Is that right? I think that's right. So yeah, you're right. I gave some bad info there. Sorry. Oof. Big disclaimer, not a professional Airbus pilot, apparently. There's that volcano. I don't know what that is, but that looks awesome. I don't know if you guys can see that. Closer to the window. And that looks like it could be active. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that volcano looks fairly fresh and not dormant, I guess would be the word. Active. That one. I like this livery too. I don't know. It looks kind of nasty. I don't know. Like, hey, watch out. We're Air New Zealand. They're black and white. And we mean business. We should probably do a fuel check at LAKAR. Let's pull up our... No, let's pull it up on the Fenix EFB. The Fenix EFB is so smooth too, with the way it scrolls and the way that charts look. Like they're really crisp. Where are we? LAKAR. 22 minutes. 23 minutes. All right, we're 1 minute behind the OFP, but we're about 10 minutes early off the blocks, so that's good. 5.3 tons remaining. We have 5.44, and we've only used 1.8, let's say. And this says 1.9. Very good. MG King, yes. Okay, nice. Nice. Yeah, last night when I did the test flight, I actually did not do that, and now it's not proper, but I got away. I guess I got away with it because I spun the altitude down to, like, I don't know what's the landing elevation, 1150. I think I spun it down to like 2,000 feet, and I disconnected. It was, visual the whole way, and I could see every inch of terrain that I was about to hit. But I guess I got away with it. But yeah, we'll do it properly this time, for sure. South End Gamer, MSFS versus X-Plane 12, which is best for VR? Honest opinion, MSFS. X-Plane 12 is good, but not as smooth for me personally in VR. X-Plane 11 was better for me in VR, but still optimizing over there at Laminar Research. I know, Big Cat, a little over a month from the ATR 72. Oh man, I know, I can't wait. That's going to be awesome. At that point, then maybe I will pick up Auckland and Wellington, and we'll fly some more New Zealand. I like it over here. It's really good. It's just I can't get live ATC, which I don't know. I love VATSIM, but sometimes it's nice to just kind of do this. It's a little, I don't know. They better not do an FSS with it. What, early access? You're going to quit the hobby if that happens? Oh, man. Ghost Rider, good day. Good day to you, too. I'm not going to do a New Zealand accent or an Australian accent. I'm not going to insult anyone by trying. Hang on, it is Mount Taranaki. Okay. It's pretty cool. It almost, I don't know if it's a scenery glitch or if that's like let's take a look, or if that is kind of like the lava flow circle. I want to say that the greener areas or the darker areas are like because the lava has flowed there, and the vegetation is different. That's awesome. Mount Taranaki, ladies and gentlemen. Micah, give X-Plane 12 a year. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. I'm not knocking X-Plane 12. I'm just saying, for me in VR, right now, MSFS is a lot smoother. But yeah, I mean, MSFS has been out for years now, and I think I actually didn't use it at all when it first came out. In fact, I didn't buy it I haven't had MSFS for a year yet. So yeah, definitely give it time. I mean, I already own it, so you know, whatever. And you know, if you don't want to buy it and wait, you know, that is up to the buyer. The good news is we have a choice. Seatbelt signs are off, right? Yeah, looking good. Looking good. Anon, you need X-Plane 12 to get sorted. All this flying in Microsoft is depressing. What? Come on. Hans Hartman, the ATR dev, was the main dev on the Aerosoft CRJ. Oh, sweet. Oh, that's awesome. I love that Aerosoft. Just for the heck of it, I was on a very long work call that I had no like speaking parts and didn't really have to pay attention either, to be honest. So just for the heck of it, the other day, I guess it was Monday, I just got bored, and in 2D, I just broke out the CRJ, you know, did a flight plan, and just kind of practiced loading it up and starting it up and pushing it back, just to remind myself of how it works, because I want to take that out again soon. Vruden, the bartender's name at the lodge is named Sheila. Every time someone asks her name, you tell them and say it's Australian for woman. Yeah. That's right. Sheila's and, is it blokes? Blokes and Sheila's? No, Sheila's and, what's the word for man? Aussies have the best slang, though. I don't know. Verdon should have read that before you pressed enter. What, enter on the buying X-Plane 12? MG King, you bought a MSFS as soon as it was released, but didn't start using it until the Fenix and the PMD G73 came out. Yeah, no doubt. I think I bought MSFS at a good time. It was right before I guess it was right before the Phoenix. So it took me several weeks to tune MSFS to work in VR at all. And then I think I started using the fly-by-wire mod, the 320 Neo. With the FT Sim pack and the CRJ, it's a big difference. Yeah, I have that. I definitely have that. It's really good. I got the FT Sim pack for the King Air as well, but we haven't taken the King Air in a while. We may have to fix that. I love flying that King Air. Verdun, oh, it is blokes. Okay, blokes and Sheila's. How do I know that? It's on the door. It's on the men's and women's room at a restaurant. Which one? It's some restaurant by us. I don't know. Anyway, Big Cat was a MSFS VR beta tester day one. That's awesome. So you got in on the ground floor, early access, just like Flight Sim Studios. Yeah, that little message that says VR isn't supported, just ignore it. I've seen it, a bunch of aircraft say that, and I click OK, and VR works swimmingly. I think we're about to make landfall. We are. I see the coast. Excellent. A little stuttery. Interesting. Anon, we need another King Air or TBM into the Outback. Ooh, yes. You know what I was watching? I was watching Missionary Bush Pilot. I watched a few of his videos a long time ago, and then it came across my feed, and I'm like, I'm gonna check that out. Oh my gosh, man, we gotta do some like 208 flying in Papua New Guinea. And I looked on Flight Sim TO, like there are a ton of freeware bush strips and smaller airports that we could go into, and the scenery looks amazing. So that might be good for 208 flying, or maybe, I don't know if I'm going to do it, because I mean, I already have the 208 with the analog gauge pack, but maybe we can get the Quest and actually do some like replica Missionary Bush Pilot streams. his stuff is pretty good. I like. I mean, the production value of his content is really good. You know, for real world flying. Some of the stuff when he goes into IMC around those mountains, I'm like, ooh boy. Verdon, for the record, you have had a few drinks and you can't type when you're sober. Wait, you've had a few drinks, but you can't type when you're sober. All right. Well, have a few more drinks and you'll type like a pro. Verdon's typing at 120 words per minute right now. We can't understand a word of it, but he's really fast. Big Cat, yeah, exactly. I mean, that the Quest, the Kodiak gets really good reviews from, you know, professional streamers and reviewers, and also just from you know, users of it. Everybody raves about it. Maybe that's a good buy. The only thing holding me back is we have the 208. I mean, it's very similar. South End, I've not tried the Pico 4. I have not. Big Cat used to fly in Papua New Guinea all the time. Cool. It looks amazing. I mean, the scenery looks incredible. On exactly, there's just so much. I mean, it's the whole world, and it's a whole fleet of aircraft now, and it's just so much in a great way. You know, it's just so many. There are so many options. I mean, remember with X-Plane, you would have to download just terabytes of ortho, and I did, and actually it was kind of fun collecting ortho. But yeah, it's all just streamed for your pleasure. Oh, look at that. That looks like a barrier island there. That looks like it would make a really nice harbor. What is that? Is there a town down there? It looks like there would be that's a nice protected little harbor right there. Excellent. Man, this sim is beautiful. Verdon's getting there. All right, man. Big Cat saving grace is that it depicts the world extremely well. Yeah, I mean, it looks real. You know, I mean, it's incredible. Look at that. That is ridiculously good. Advertisement for Air New Zealand. Give me a call, Air New Zealand. I'll happily be an ambassador for your airline here in the United States. The low cost of only $5,000 a stream if I use your delivery. Hit me up. Yeah, it's incredible that all this works. I agree. Verdon, your fingers are typing so fast, you set the place ablaze. Man, slow down, slow down. Anon, you miss all your ZL-19 at the airports. That's true. And I used to use ortho for XP like a madman. I would set that thing to run at night, I mean, it wouldn't spit out orthos as fast as some people I know in the chat right now. But yeah, you'd wake up in the morning and you'd have like, I don't know, 20 new tiles of orthos. Like, oh, hey, I got a whole country. Sweet. I can fly in the Czech Republic now. Verdon, the guy said when they tested at the Grand Canyon that they couldn't believe it worked. Sorry. That's what you want to hear from your developers. Like, holy crap, this actually worked. That's Golden Bay. It's beautiful. I bet that is, in real life, absolutely stunning. Right? I mean, I can only imagine that this is an incredibly beautiful part of the world. Look at I bet those beaches are really nice, too. Holy cow. Forget about the harbor. How about that beach? Oh, man, I want to go to the beach now. Use the MSFS map mod. Oh, the Google map mod? I never played with that. It's just better. Is it really? Okay. What about performance, Big Cat? I know you've got a beefier system than mine, but did you notice any performance difference between Bing and Google? Hey, no, it's going to melt your router. Yeah, man, if you can't stream, Anon, if you don't have the bandwidth to stream, then I don't know. I think you need faster internet. Vern, it's amazing. You were at the lodge and you took the Dark Star and showed them flight level. What's that? Flight level. It's not a flight level at that point. Mach 10.4, and they couldn't believe a simulator could do that. You only had 13 terabytes, Big Cat. Come on. Those are rookie numbers. You got to pump those numbers up. Where's that meme? For when you hit the scramjet, they all gasped. 0 performance ping is atrocious in some areas. That is true, actually. I got to try that again then. I think I downloaded it, but I never played with it much. It's another thing to get. I think what we should do is put in some fix rings. Where are we going? November, Zulu, Quebec. Where's Q? Before November, right? Jeez. And we're going to use a runway 23. 36, but we're going down to about 1,000 feet, so 35, so 105. And then let's put one in at NZ QN 23. 10 miles. And then let's put one in at NZ QN 23. I hope the winds didn't shift at 4 miles. Cool. South America is a waste with Bing. I noticed that. I did a flight from Panama to Cali, Colombia, and it didn't look that great. But look at this. This looks pretty good. Actually, a lot of Colombia did look pretty good because I did Cali to Cartagena too, and that was pretty sweet. I don't know. That looks pretty good to me, y'all. That looks pretty good to me. I just hope I hope that overcast clears up a little bit. South End, you tried that mod and your game used to crash. Oh, okay. Justice, how much longer until we're on the approach? Well, we should be at Queenstown at 208 Zulu, and it's 113. So, approach-wise, well, let's see. Where's top of descent? Top of descent's going to be at 149. So, another half hour on top of descent. Justice. I almost read the Streamlabs spam, sorry. MG King, Big Cat. I think Big Cat does everything big. Ortho, GPU, CPU. Big Cat knows how to live life. And you need to do something for MSFS. Lots of areas don't look that great. Yeah, maybe the Google Map mod is the way to go. I don't know. Maybe we should try it. And you found that Thailand was the worst. Did we do any flying in Thailand? We flew. Yeah, we went to Bangkok. That's where we destroyed on the way from Ho Chi Minh City to Bangkok. Is where we had a fine example of an Airbus A310 destroyed by extreme weather. That's right. Big Cat, you got the mod, but no crashes. And yeah, you're right. I mean, it all depends on not just your hardware, but your settings and what other plugins you have. I mean, who knows? Ooh, look at that. Almost gave me vertigo. There's the eastern coast over there. Beautiful. I'm sorry, that's west. We got valley down there. This looks so good. Check out the moon. And finally, we get to fly real time, and it's daylight. We do need to do another flight at night. I actually like flying at night. These aircraft look so good inside. Maybe next time we're back in the States on with ATC, on with VATSIM for some event. Maybe Friday night. I think there's one. Friday night is St. Louis. There's an FNO. It's St. Louis. So we got to figure out where to go from St. Louis and in what. That'll be the next one. Big Cat has got Art, Google, and Bing, and yes, Thailand and Philippines are terrible with Bing. I mean, if you don't like it, yeah, just remove it, or even better, right? You could probably just use the add-on linker and disable it. That's what I love about that add-on linker, is I have I have a bunch of scenery now, but I just disable the ones that I'm not using. Like right now, I don't have, Reagan, DCA. I don't have Newark enabled. I have nothing else enabled in terms of scenery except Queenstown, iniScene Queenstown, which by the way is really good. It's a small airport, but it is really well done. That's awesome. Got a ways to go here. I kind of like it. It's kind of like a broken layer, so we get nice weather, get nice clouds, but yeah, we can still see the amazing terrain out there. This is pretty good. Could have dialed up a better sky condition. Yeah, exactly. Big Cat, I've been using that map more and more often because I forget which scenery I have. Not that I have a whole lot now, but I definitely have more now than I had a month ago, because I'm kind of a big fan of payware airports now, and it's really cool. Transition altitude is what? 13. Transition level, rather, is what we're looking for. 150. And we'll probably get that off the approach, or rather the arrival and the approach. Yeah, transition level 150. Cool. Let's see if we can get the weather. I wrote it down, so we'll go with that report that Anon gave us if we can't get it. But let's see. It's not going to give it to me. Yeah, there's something going on. That's not my API key. There's something up with the METAR itself. I'm 95% certain. That's the TAF. Let's go to view METAR. No METAR available. Let's refresh it. Retrieving METAR. No METAR available. We can look at our alternate, which is Christ. Is it Christchurch? Yeah, Christchurch. But this is totally different. 070 at 12. All right. Yeah, searching through your community folder is awful because it's all linear. It's not organized. It's just all in one big mess. All right, I'm going to take a quick break before we get too close. So just going to put the headset down. I'll be back in like a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. All right, so bear with me. Chat amongst yourselves. I shall return in 2 minutes.
Still in the air. Excellent.
JB Gaming, what's up? How you doing? How is the channel going? I saw you were live. I think it was yesterday. I was at work and I was like, oh man, JB Gaming's live. Hope it's going well, man. Good to see you. South End Gamer, guys, can your RTX 3060 Ti handle MSFS in VR? Maybe with the right settings? You could try. I mean, do you have a headset? If you got a headset, it's worth a try. I don't know if I'd go buying a headset with that. I don't know. How much VRAM is in that GPU, South End? Is it 8 or is it more? I want to say the 3060's got 8. Ooh, all right, we got a new METAR. Where are you getting these, Anon? That's awesome. I can't. None of my tools here. Maybe they all connect to the same service, and that's the problem. But yeah, awesome. Okay, let me write that down. We'll just go with that one then. All right, so it is current. Oh, it's super current. That's the current METAR. Where are you getting this? What top secret? What top secret site do you have access to? So yeah, that's current. 260100 Zulu 250 at 6. Variable between 170 and 270, 42 kilometers of visibility. NCD, no clouds detected. Cool, clear in a million. Temp is 25, and QNH is 1015. Awesome, man. Thank you. That will hold until we arrive. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cheat. It's way early, but why don't we just go ahead and pop that in here anyway, right? Is it cheating or is it just good staying ahead of the airplane? 10:15. Temps, ooh, balmy. 20, what did you say, 25? Yeah, 25 degrees, woo. Summertime. Winds 250 at 6, we'll go with that. Apparently both approaches to either 2.3 or to 5 are they're both equally amazing in terms of the views and in terms of the, I guess a challenge isn't really the word for it, because I mean honestly the Airbus is going to fly this most of the way. So is it really challenging? I mean look at this approach. It looks, yeah, like Richie said earlier, it looks like Beggar's Canyon, or like flying the trench, you know, on the Death Star. But I mean Airbus is going to fly this for us pretty much until we get to maybe about here, and then we're going to disconnect, and then you'll see how close to this terrain we get.
And we're probably going to use that guy
and inhibit the terrain, the Jipwiz. DA is look at that. Yeah, they don't want you going too low in IMC apparently, because the airport elevation is, it says 1150 and the DA is 2709. So wow. So there you go. So that's all in, and that's awesome. Let's pull up the arrival first. We're not gonna, it's not a, it's a pretty easy arrival, or a pretty simple arrival rather. Oh, 12 gigs of VRAM. I don't know, man. Anon says you wouldn't use less than your 3070 Ti. Yeah, I mean, you could try it. I don't know if I'd go out and buy a headset without trying it out first. If you can borrow a headset or something like that, I don't know. Anon, you're getting it from the sim. Oh, geez, okay. Well, why isn't it giving it to me? I want the METAR too. I want the weather. Retrieving METAR. No METAR available. I don't know. Maybe it's my system. Although, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Big Cat says 3060 Ti is on the edge. It can work. Anything can work. But yeah, exactly. You're gonna have to tone down the settings and the, your MSFS settings, your render resolution. You're gonna have to let OpenXR Toolkit work its magic. Reduce the, the FOV in your headset, stuff like that. I mean, those tricks. Beautiful. Oh, Anon, you're on the ramp at Queenstown. Oh no, you're gonna watch the arrival. That's pro pilot skills for show. Exactly. Overcome, adapt, improvise. There you go. Lamar, it's not bad from a 3070 Ti, but you should go to a 4090. Yeah, heck yeah. But going to a 4090 involves, you need a CPU to feed it, and in my case that means I need a new motherboard and yada yada yada. It's a new build. Andre, thanks for the sub. Welcome. Glad you're enjoying the stuff. Glad you're enjoying the stuffs. You are coming on board at a good time. We are 46, 20 minutes from top of descent into into the great unknown. Oh man. Oh jeez. Lamar, by the way, thanks to me, you only fly VR. I apologize. Lamar, I apologize then. No, I'm kidding. That's awesome, man. I'm glad that you made the switch and came over to the, I don't know if it's the dark side or the light side, but yeah, it's awesome, isn't it, Lamar? I mean, once you go into VR, it's impossible to go back. Anon, you moved into the tower, but it's underwhelming. Oh, you have the same iniScene. I think you and I bought the same bundle. But it's underwhelming. Views outside the window are ridiculous. Oh, where that airport sits, like in the canyons right on that lake, it is nuts. Eli, how much did I spend on my computer? Oh man, I want to say it was a touch under 3, all in. I mean, I built it myself, so it was just the parts. I'd have to add it up. It was under 3,000 US. I've corrupted a lot of you who, but I don't. Yes, no financial support. I should be. You guys should set up a Patreon or a Buy Me a Coffee, and I will donate to all of you to help fund your. Tell you what, Anon, like I said, Anon's always asking for 10%. I will give you 10% of the $0. Sorry, man. Apologies. MG King, yes, sell my kidney and buy the 4090. Who needs 2 of them anyway? Exactly. Let's go outside. I'll tell you, just this is a 3080 Ti, and it's just been tuned. I mean, I have an i9 9900K with a 5 gig, overclock. That I can keep cool just with my my cooling system, my AIO, and a 3080 Ti. 32 gigs of, what is it, DDR4 RAM, nothing spectacular. The Aorus, oh my gosh, what's the motherboard? Whatever will fit the i9 as of 3 years ago. It's all 3 years old. Well, it'll be 3 years old as of March. And I'm trying to get 3 years out of it before I take the plunge and I'm gonna rebuild the whole thing. I could buy a 4090 and pop it in there. It'll fit. It'll fit in my case. I've measured. I've online measured. The size of that 4090 and what my case will hold. It'll fit. But I won't have a CPU to feed it. The 4090 would be bored as hell. With my poor i9 9900 struggling. So no, when I rebuild it, it'll be the i9 13900K. You know, the 4090, some faster RAM. I need a new motherboard, so it's 690. I don't know, maybe I'll get the 790, whatever. But I'll need a new motherboard because the GPU won't fit into my 390 I guess I have right now. It goes on and on. Eli, how long have I had it? 3 years. 3 years, but that's the whole build. I mean, that's, you know, that was the CPU, the AIO, the motherboard, the case, the GPU, the RAM. Yeah, I think it was around 3 because I think I paid. I mean, the GPU wasn't cheap. A 3080, you know, that was expensive. The GPU is probably half that. But you can't. I mean, you can't build that now. If you want a 4090, you're going to pay what, 1,800 US, maybe if you can get one. Let's say 2,000, round it up, and then already you're at 2,000. There's no chance you're getting a i9 13900K and the motherboard, you know, and a new cooler because I'll want a bigger cooler. You know, I'll probably want a bigger case for airflow. I mean, you can't. I don't think you can get that for 3K. And on the map bit, is that for you, the sim runs nice with medium settings? Yeah, I mean, exactly. And mine's running pretty good right now. Knock on my side stick stand in my old speaker. Knock on wood. Yeah. And then it breaks. It works again until it breaks for no reason, yes. Welcome to VR, the VR lottery. Big cat resolution will be so good. Yeah, exactly. And then I'll want, you know, a better headset. The thing about the headset again is there's a secret sauce to streaming with the Quest, and I actually like the resolution of the Quest, so I may stick with it. I'll just pump it up to max res at whatever you know, max refresh rate for a while, and then maybe get a different headset if I can figure out how to stream with it. The Mars 7800 X3D is the best CPU for the 490. Yeah, I know. I'm not saying AMD versus Intel. I've always been an Intel guy. I'm not arguing with you, man. For me, I'm probably gonna stay with Intel. Gonna spend the money in 6 months. May as well spend it now. Yeah, but I'm happy. I'm not unhappy is the thing. I mean, I don't whine and complain too much about stutters, except on final when it borks my landings. But yeah. Big head, that is definitely your motto, man. Anon, which livery would I like on the ramp? I mean, either WestJet or, I'm sorry, Jetstar or Air New Zealand. I mean, are there any other ones? What else flies into Queenstown? We're almost to top of descent. Real quick, price is coming down for the 4090. Exactly, and trust me. Oh, trust me, I'm watching. When they get closer to MSRP, I'll pick one up. And Big Cat, I get it. I'm kind of a, you know, live for today with a lot of things too. And I, you know, to be honest with you, would, you know, my kid not go to college? Would I not eat? Would, you know, my family have to give anything up if I got a 4090 and rebuilt my system now? No. I don't know. I'm also a cheapskate, and I hate overpaying for stuff. So I don't know. There's a lot going on in my head. Big Cat, yeah, that's your system, man. That's epic. Southend 3090 is the best pick. Prices are going down. Yeah, the 3090 would serve you well. I think when I do a rebuild, and to each their own. When I rebuild mine, I want to get something that's. I'm going to build it like I built this rig. I'm going to build it, you know, really future proof. I'm going to build it for the 3-year time frame. Not that a 3090 won't be okay in 3 years, but if I'm going to do a new build, I'm going to do a new build with the latest and greatest. Digital Mark, what's up, man? Your G2 rocks, but you don't stream. And people have figured out how to do it. It's just sorry, outside view here, real quick. This is beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. There are some people that I've seen streaming with a G2. I just would have to take a lot of time to figure it out. And I don't think, I don't know if any other live streamers, actually, again, I think I asked this question before, and I'm just not up on, I guess, enough streaming types to know. I seriously, and I don't say this to like self-promote or anything like that. I don't know of any other people that do live streams in VR. Again, I think I said this on a previous stream. Maybe because there's just not that big of a demand for it, and you guys are all crazy. Anyway, need that L3 cache with the 7800X3D. Yeah, Lamar, see, I don't AMD, man. I've never been AMD. 4070 Ti is cheaper and better. Oh, but yeah, I've heard some not great stuff about the 4070. MG King biggest issue with the 4090. Yeah, exactly. It's not the money for the GPU. It's the fact that I need to build a new system around it. That is precisely it. All right, let's start thinking about what we're about to embark upon here. So I want to pull up. So I pre-loaded all of the appropriate plates. Let's pull up. You know what? I'm just going to pull the arrival here. Look at how smooth this is. It's so crisp and clear. It's like an iPad, like Pro, like an iPad 11 Pro or whatever the super expensive iPad is. That is how crystal clear this thing is. Let's also do a little bit of the old performance calculations. So, oops, I hate it when it does that. Sorry. Let's go to our progress. No, let's go to our fuel prediction page. Estimated at Queenstown 3.6, and we have, oh man, I gotta do math now. Let's call it 4.2. That's 0.6 off of our zero fuel weight of 55.8. So 55.2 is gonna be our estimated landing weight. Cool. So that's in. Runway is going to be 2-3. It is dry, and this isn't gonna. Yeah. All right, we'll got to pull the weather back off of our METAR that was given to us by Anon via the fly-by-wire system. Apparently, 250 at 6 on the winds. 250 at 0. At 6, temperature was 25 balmy degrees Celsius. QNH was 1015. 1015. Let's keep that in mind. Transition level is oops. So that's good to know. That's with low. Maybe we'll go with medium. I don't usually use medium auto brake, but look at that. If we say low, here's low. I'm sure we could stop, but we're gonna use medium. Yikes! All right. There's a couple UK guys. Sorry, there's a video that explains how to stream with the G2. Really? Okay, I gotta check that out. Okay. Huh. MPD Explorer, what's going on? I'm sorry. You know what? I totally missed. I saw you pop in, man. Good to see you. Virgin Australia, Air New Zealand, Qantas, and Jetstar. Oh, yeah. I saw a Virgin Australia parked on the ramp when I did the test stream. Yeah. Ain't on like with all things financial, you make your money when you buy. Yeah. That's a good way to look at it. Most people miss that fact. Exactly. Geez, man, I am missing a lot of chat. There's a couple UK guys that stream VR, but they, it's a flying group with members. They don't do a lot of live streams. It's more recorded reviews. Yeah. I've seen those guys. Like VR Flight Sim guy, I think is one. Oh, geez. There's a couple that I used to watch, but they're mostly recorded, exactly. Which is cool. Anyway, I'm not saying we're unique. 4090 isn't going to go under MSRP, Big Cat. Yeah, you're probably right. Big Cat also says 3080s never went under MSRP either, really. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I definitely paid over MSRP for mine. Uh-oh, South End's entering in the fray with the AMD versus Intel debate. Thermal management, yeah. Anon's going to get a snack. Big Cat, the 7800 X3D is going to destroy the 13900K. Oh, man. All right. Anon, you are Air New Zealand. You're New Zealand 2021. Awesome. All right. Pie in the Sky. That I like. I like him actually. I like him a lot. Pie in the Sky Tours. I like him a heck of a lot. I don't know why I couldn't remember his name. All right, what are we doing here in terms of getting down? Let's go back to our charts. I guess we can go all the way down to 3,300 feet because we don't have any ATC. So let's just do that because we're in the Phoenix and this is going to do what it does. So let's put in 3,300 feet. Actually, let's put in 3 because I think it'll hold us at 33 right there, 3,300. Just check everything here real quick. Yeah, LAROV at 3,300 feet. Cool. There we go. Excuse me. Something in my throat. All right. Top of descent is coming up. JB Gaming, what's going on? Like I said, I saw that you had a live stream. Was it yesterday or the day before? And I totally missed it because I was on a work call of all the times. Let's go outside real quick. I do a lot. I mean, my whole job is basically sitting on calls, and I would say 75% of them I don't have an active role on. But recently that's picked up, and I think I was on one of those calls that I had to actually pay attention and contribute to. Ah, look at that. That looks pretty darn good. I don't know what the scenery looks like in real life here, but that looks pretty good to me, and I love the fact that the clouds shoved off. I bet that lake is gorgeous in real life. I would love... I'm not a big, I don't know. I like power boats. I'm not a big sailboat person, but I would love to do a little sailboat just kind of floating around that lake back there. Or that one. Beautiful. This country looks insanely, stunningly beautiful. I think I need to go here. I need to visit New Zealand. Anon, I think for entertainment purposes, as there is no ATC, should give us a landing onto 14. I should give you a landing onto 1432. Wait, what? Oh no, no, that's right. I'm sorry. I was like, there's only one runway. Yeah, no. There's how that runway is like. I mean, you're making me choke. That runway is probably what, 2,000 feet. So what, 900 meters long? No, I'm not doing that. Oh my gosh. Oh, all right, let's go. Here we go. Managed descent. Alt constraint 7,500 feet. There's our profile. There's our speed bands. Big Cat, I gotta figure out what happened with that Horizon Sim 319, man. I reached out to the devs and I never heard back, and I wish they would respond. I don't want to bother them because the guy's got a day job. I think his name is Mark. I don't want to bother him with another ping, but I really want to figure out what happened with VNav because I've seen the green dot in that aircraft. I know it has it. I need to know what I did wrong. Anon says it's 2,362 feet. I'm pretty sure that we don't have that runway. I don't think we have the performance for that runway, sir. Okay. Transition level is, what did I say? Flight level 150, and Anon's METAR told us it is 1015 on the altimeter. I wish you guys could see this in VR. Well, if you have VR, fly this approach. And apparently the approach to 05 is as equally amazing. Like the approach to 23 though is redonkulous. But apparently even if the wind is favoring 5, it is equally awesome. It just takes you around the other side of the lake, but it's still through a bunch of mountains. In fact, I'm going to find it hard to pay attention to what we're supposed to be doing. Thank goodness we're in an Airbus where it will do everything for us. Now, I just have to remember how to land. By remember, I mean figure out how to land. Oh, I don't want to call anybody out, but I'm going to mention it anyway because it kind of makes me feel better. So I caught about 20 minutes of EasyJet pilot, or is it EasyJet pilot? EasyJet sim pilot. I like him, by the way. He's entertaining. He's a pro pilot. Flying to, is it KOS? KOS? Today, live. So I caught the tail end of that stream where he was on approach to land. I saw his approach and it looked pretty stable. I think he was a little high. Anyway, he ended up with like a 450 foot per minute landing rate. So if a pro pilot, and he was in the Phoenix, he was in the Phoenix. So if a pro pilot can smash down 320 at 450 feet per minute, I don't feel terrible. I mean, I feel bad because he, his. I don't want to make it sound like, I was rooting for him to have a hard landing. Again, I like watching him when I can, but it made me feel better as a person to know that even a professional has a hard landing sometimes. Big Cat, should all be good with the 319? Probably messing with the flight plan, screwed it up. Work in progress. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm not giving up on it. In fact, I want to fly it again. It's just I don't want to fly the same aircraft over and over. Not just for the I hate to say it, not just for the streams, but for me, I just don't like to fly the same thing over and over again. I think because I burned myself out on flying the Zebo and then the PMDG 7.3s from from DCA to Atlanta so many times and back. I'm like, I can't fly the same thing over and over again. 015, good. Beautiful. Look at this. All right, let's go outside one more time. Try to get real cinematic with it. Although the rotate doesn't, it jerks a little bit. But yeah, there we go. Whew, look at that. Alright, I don't say it very often during the stream, but if you guys haven't hit the like button, it does help the channel out and therefore helps the community out. So hit the like button for these views. It doesn't benefit me personally, but it definitely benefits the channel that I think you all enjoy. I don't know. Maybe you don't. And hit subscribe too if you guys haven't subscribed and you're liking this stuff. It's a lot of fun. That's enough of the streamer talk. FG King, full brakes, full reverse, and maybe kick some passengers, no problem. Yeah, on a 2,300 foot runway. Yeah, it'd be fun to try. I don't know. Anon, how long is that runway at VR Air's headquarters outside of Manassas, Virginia? That'd be a fun. that would be. I think that's probably smaller than a touchdown zone. Big Cat, you're going NZQN to Queenstown longitude right now. What is that? Wellington. NZWN Wellington to Queenstown in the longitude. Nice. See you there. You'll probably beat me there. What was his? He didn't make an excuse. In fact, he said something like, "Well, you know, we planted the mains on the runway." And he has that app that has like the passenger sounds. They'll clap if you have a good landing. They screamed. You hear all these screams from the back. And I think on the replay, he did a wing view replay, and it, you know, it smashed it down again on the replay, and the passengers all screamed, and he said something like, "Nervous flyers." Like, that's awesome. But apparently that's not inspection worthy, you know. But it's the G forces too. I mean, I don't know what his G rate, you know, his G loading was, but no, he just kind of didn't get frustrated by it. So and he's a pro. All right, we got traffic. I wonder if we can see it. 2,800 feet above. Oh, I see it. See the contrails over there off to our right. Oops. There's traffic. I don't know if that's VATSIM or FSLTL. It's probably FSLTL. Forgot that we're on VATSIM. So we're going over there-ish. Down and then around. Let me adjust my view also. I need to pull the seat back. And then get myself down. See, I sit too high sometimes, I think. This thing is apparently good for, like, you know, your uppy downy. So that's probably good right there. We'll see. I don't know. FS realistic. Oh, okay. You know, the VR Air headquarters runways 300 meters. Yeah, I don't think we have the performance for that either. Foolery, what's going on? Foolery's World says, need to get back in MSFS. It's been several weeks since you've taken a VR flight. Yeah, what are you doing, man? Come on. I'm just kidding. Life gets in the way. All right, you know what? People need to go sit because we're about to do some stuff here. So go back and sit down. And yeah, you gotta have like a real smash down. Like you drove it into the deck and just didn't flare. Yeah, exactly. Is that Big Cat? I don't think so. I think Wellington is back to our north west or northeast, whatever that is back there. I'm all turned around, man. We're in New Zealand. I don't know. Big Cat's just taking off right now. There you go. All right. Out of 18. 180, sorry. Flight levels are... We're not out of the flight levels yet. It's a typical American mistake. Still at flight level 170. 1015 once we pass flight level 150. Look at that. Look at how amazing the Phoenix is, by the way. Can you guys see? I'm trying not to hit my head on I have the Boeing yoke still up here. I have a side stick over to my left, though. But look at that, how it draws that arc. It's perfect. It's just perfect. All right, almost out of 16. Looks like we've got a restriction here. We should pull the chart up once we... All right, it's 1015. I don't need that up anymore. And good times. We're about on to the approach. I'm going to slow us down early, I think, too, by the way. I'm not sure I want to go blazing into these canyons at 250 knots. There is a decel point there right after A-kill. Oh, right before A-kill, I'm sorry. It should be. Ooh. Alright, we could go ahead and set 1015. Look at this. Can you imagine flying this approach? I gotta check out that video. Somebody mentioned that there's a video up there of a jump seat view of this approach that was put up recently by someone. I gotta find that and check it out and then compare it to this. That'd be a cool side-by-side. Somebody remind me to arm the approach too when we get close to our FAF. Let's pull up this chart as well. We need to slow down. No, okay. Well, let's let the Airbus do what it wants to do here for a while. We could have these constraints up too. Although that kind of, for me in VR, that clutters things. I don't put those up there. Northeast. Yes, thank you, MG. Northeast. East is that way, right? That traffic departed Queenstown for Christchurch. Okay, cool. We have terrain on the end. Yes, probably over here, right? Or do we need that on our side? Would we have that on the FO side or on my side? Probably, well, I'm going to leave it on the FO side. Just so it doesn't clutter this. You're scared even with perfect visibility. Yeah, me too. I mean, we're diving for the deck right now. Now we should we need to slow down. Are we not slowing down? Are there no speed restrictions in this? Yeah, we're gonna bust our... Okay. Well, not by much. ATC would leave us alone, I think. And I'll go into approach mode pretty soon, I think. I don't think I want to mess around too much. Alright, there's 250 knots at 10,000-ish feet. Good enough. What was that? Auto throttle limited. Why? Oh, because I nudged the... I think I need to set a better detent there. Or more of a dead zone in the throttle. I nudged it out of the detent. What do we say? Auto brake medium. I'm just going to arm the spoilers now. Here we go. Look at this. I mean, that's insane. I'm not sure I want to do too many more outside views, by the way. I think that's the last one, folks. Sorry. There may be a Rogue 172 in the pattern. Oh my gosh. MG King, yeah, exactly. I nudged it. Should have pulled a landing. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, I mean, all right. You know what we need to do? Let's go. I'm going approach mode now. VDev, LDev, that's good. And people do this in real life. I should be slowing down. Alright, once we level off at this altitude at 6,700 feet, I'm going to go ahead and, you know what, let's go ahead and just go flaps 1. Oh, watch that red band. That was a little aggressive, I think. Alright, here we go. Into the canyons. Had to give me a screenshot of this. Alright, enough of that. I'm thinking we want to slow way down too. Seatbelt signs are on. Auto brake is medium. Spoilers are armed. We should be good. Slow down, you. We gotta be 10 knots under that band, right? I guess we could toss out some speed brakes. You know what? Let's do that. Let's just speed brakes in.
Marine
air-
ahead.
Oh, yeah, alright, I know it's there.
Inhibit that. Alright. Arm approach. Final lap. What's the missed approach altitude? Ah! Pro pilot. Oh, climbed to 10,000 feet. Okay. Still time for a poll? No chance. Send via the RP, Zulu 23. Good luck, Captain. Not many make it into here. Thank you. Huh. So we can actually go... We can... Yeah, 10,000. Alright. Missed approach altitude set. We still need to slow down. What the heck? Let's drop the gear. Gear down.
2,500.
Laps. I did it again. I nudged this stupid thing. Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh. We're not going to die on that hill. Speed brakes. Oh yeah. Alright. Speed brakes are armed. Alright. And we're gonna... It's gonna fly us around, kind of in between these two hills here. And then I see the runway. Alright. I see the runway. Runway's in sight. Holy cow. And some wind, why not? That makes sense. Alright, gears down. 3 green. Flaps full. Speed brakes armed. Auto brake medium. Clear to land. There's the runway. Phew. So I'm not sure if it's as challenging as Paro, but it's... And we're getting a bunch of wind too. 22 knots. Fantastic. This will be fun. My hand is sweating. 100 above minimums. See how it's offset?
Minimum.
Continue. It's visual. Alright. Should we disconnect it and hand fly it? Absolutely. I mean, why wouldn't we hand fly this approach? I'm cheating a little bit to the left because I can see the terrain. I'd like to get a little more lined up. Oh. I see 2 reds, 2 whites. Ooh, was that wind shear? Because that could be fun. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. Probably don't want to be dragging it in here. I think a firm landing is just fine, to be honest with you guys. All right.
500.
Nice crosswind. Oh, this is great. We got a 22 knot crosswind to deal with. Oh, we're high. Oh, we're really high. Sync rate. Doesn't help. And there's an aircraft on the runway. That's good. Oh, come on. No, 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 no. There's an aircraft on the... Yeah, I know. Great.
20. Retard.
So that was weird, seeing that. That was nasty. First screen. This can be expected. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Queenstown.
250 at 7. That's not what the. That's not what the. That's not what this was showing. Well, let's see. Where do we want to go? That's busy here. All right. It's called GSX. Man, my hand is shaking. Let's see. Where are we going here? How about...
Traffic.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. There was traffic on the runway. We should have gone around, but that freaked me out. Yeah, it's FSLTL, exactly. How about R2? No, I don't want to follow me. Where's R2? Whoops. We don't need that anymore. Let's get rid of that. Let's zoom in a little bit. Ugh, that was so ugly. R2 is over... Oh, I think I see it's where all the ground equipment is. Alright. Yeah, we'll check the landing rate in a second, folks. I'm pretty sure it wasn't good. Yeah, but this is the iniScene Queenstown. And look at the terrain. It's awesome. Maybe we'll do a quick tour once we get closer. Where the heck am I supposed to park? Oh, there we go. That's a tug. I don't see our ground handler. Oh yeah, I do. I think they're inside the terminal. Yeah, I see them. Okay, there's the numbers. All right, let's see. Maybe we can at least get a good parking rate. Let's see. Hold on. Oh. We didn't go far enough. Hold on. Need to move up a little more. One, 0. I think we went too far now. Oh well. Oh, where are you? Oh, you're in the Air New Zealand over there. Oh, nice. Yes, very nice. Okay. Let's set the parking brake. APU's available, but I don't want to do anything. Buzz, what's going on? All right, let's check before we do anything and shut the engines down. Let's check the landing rate, which is going to be terrible. 468 feet per minute. It was awful. Awful. EasyJet Sim Pilot did the same thing today, so whatever. Yeah, it was terrible. It was awful. And no, we're not going to do another circuit. I don't know what the heck happened. Well, hopefully you all enjoyed the views at least. APU is available, so we can turn these off. We're going to do a dance at least? Probably not. We get something? A bow? What are we going to do? Come on, do something. A bow. Thank you. Yes, very nice. Anyway, and you're outside. It looks scary. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Well, there was an aircraft on the runway. We should have just gone around, but no, I'm not doing that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Queenstown. No need to inspect the aircraft. I swear I had like 200 and something feet per minute at this airport last night. Oh, how do I request deboarding?
The boarding requested.
Yep. Pull the stairs up. Here they come. Yeah, go ahead. So let's check this airport out at least. It's really nice. Hang on a second here. Well, before we do that, let's turn some lights and stuff off, right? That can come off. That can come off. Come off. We have ground power, so this can come off too. All that can come off. I guess the door will open. Buzz, you missed the whole stream. Yeah, it was pretty good too. The visuals
Bus is coming.
were amazing. So there's our aircraft. I think pieces of our aircraft are probably still back here. I mean, you can see. I mean, you basically fly through that channel. I swear that landing was due to the fact that the runway was contaminated. I'll blame it on that. I'm not frustrated though. I'm not gonna get frustrated about that. I think that's Anon right there in the all black Air New Zealand. So that's cool. A lot of Air New Zealand. There's Qantas. There's us over there. Let's check out Anon's plane here. Very nice. Yeah, the terminal is pretty sweet. I mean, you can go inside. It's not bad. I have no idea what this airport looks like in real life, but I'd imagine it could look something like this. Go through these doors. Yeah, we can. There's a Qantas. Back outside. There's us. Our landing gear smashed into little tiny pieces.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Oh, cool. Oh, there's the bus, too. All right, get out. Oops. Let's see. There they come. There's our flight attendant waiting to assist these poor people off and maybe give them vouchers for their chiropractor bills. Let's see. What's going here? Espresso. Very clever. Let's get a... Definitely need an espresso after that flight. Maybe something stronger. Do you have anything stronger than espresso? Yes. Yes, an Irish coffee would be fantastic. Thank you. That's pretty nice. Here's the tower. We go in the tower. Oh yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's not iniScene's best. It's not like DCA, but it's not terrible. I can't seem to adjust the view. Sorry. There. Get a good view of all the action from here. Here comes somebody on final. They look really high. Unless they're going somewhere else. Huh. There's all of our poor passengers deboarding. I'll apologize to all these poor people here. Yeah, sorry. Sorry about that. Yep. Sorry, sir. I like your backpack. Very nice. The digital camo. Very cool. Yeah, sorry about that, sir. Hope your child wasn't too terrified. Very nice, yes. Hang on to that bar, exactly. So, anyway, yeah, it's a nice little airport, I think. I mean, it was included in a bundle of other airports, so, you know, I can't complain too much. And it, hey, at least we didn't have any stutters on final. But look at that. I mean, that view is amazing. Like, I would love to come here in real life. That's amazing. So, anyway. I don't know. Why am I talking by myself? I don't know. I'm just trying to get over that terrible landing, Buzz, to be honest with you. But I think that's going to do it for this one. And you meant to not you don't know what you're saying. That's all good, man. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry about the landing again. We'll work on it. We'll try to get better. And I think we'll stream on Friday night. There's a, like I said, there's an event at VAT USA event in St. Louis, and maybe we'll take something different. I don't know. Yeah, Big Cat, I and Phoenix, no stutters is a win. Yeah, no doubt. I think clearing out that cache, the NVIDIA cache, really helped. Eli, thanks. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Great stream. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed it. It was scenic, it was challenging, it was fun, it was a smashdown. But you know what? In the end, no need for an inspection, so I'm okay with it. I'm going to say we planted the mains firmly in the touchdown zone. MG King, great stream. See you later, man. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Anon, it was cool. Yeah, it was fun. This was just a fun one. Anyway, Buzz, good night. Good night. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Anon, going to go bash the pattern here. Yeah, that might be fun in like the like in the Bonanza. Anyway, I'm off. I'll see you guys. Yeah, sure. Get them out of here. I will see you all on Friday night. I'll try to schedule it a little, you know, earlier than usual, and hope you all can make it. Yeah, y'all have a good night, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, bye-bye.